Hey, welcome Libra. It's Robin here. Welcome to Celtic Fox Fortunes and to your little spring reading for the next few months ahead. So spring is March 19th to June 21st, and I've got a cute little tarot spread here for you. It's going to ask 4 questions, and I'll do my best to answer along with the help of my team in spirit to answer these questions and hopefully give you some insight into what's going to happen in spring. So I'm just going to start the reading. This reading is for Libra in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so the first card placement is called Leaves, and this is going to ask, where can I expect abundance during the spring months? So I'll pull a couple cards from that, from the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition, and let's do this. I'm going to do a deck cut there, and then I'm going to take the card from the top. Okay, so we have the 5 of coins. So it feels like there's something that maybe possibly you started previously. Okay, so the 5 of coins is like something didn't turn out very well. You didn't see the possibility, or maybe somebody talked you out of it. You know, I'm getting the sense that possibly an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm getting a very strong female energy. So this could be like a female sibling or a parent that talked you out of a really lucrative opportunity. Okay, and I think it's because they didn't want you to have to be able to move somewhere. Was there an opportunity to move and take university or a better job, but somebody's like, oh, I can't, you know, you can't leave me. Okay, so with the 3 of Wands here, I feel like there is a new spark being sort of blown into this fire that went out of this project. Okay, so if there was a job offer from a different city or just even the next town over, and somebody objected to it, or some sort of project, maybe you wanted to go, you know, start a social media job or some sort of whatever it was, it's time to revisit that, because angel number 222 just came up. You were talked out of that, and maybe you talked yourself out of it. Maybe it wasn't somebody else, but it's time to go back to that, because maybe it was just the timing that was off. It wasn't the whole thing was off. It just wasn't the right time. So let me pull one card over top of that again. Actually, I'll do a deck cut. Yeah, we're getting the 9 of coins here. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made here, you know, a lot of affluence, a lot of creature comforts, and a lot of support for the future as well. This is something that could even help support future generations. So it's time to pick that thread up and just get back into the groove with that. Even if you tried before and you weren't making any money and you weren't getting any recognition, it's a totally different game this time, and you should do really, really, really well. Okay, so the next card is going to ask what you need to focus on for the next few months, and I'll just pull a card. I'm just being guided once again to do a little deck cut here. So we do have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so what to focus on is what has been bothering you. You know, it's just, what has been keeping you up at night? Like, what makes you sweat? What makes you really uncomfortable? And how are you going to fix that? Is it something about yourself? Is it something about your relationships? Is it something about your body? Like, have you been promising to diet or exercise or just love yourself a little bit more based on who you already are and how you present your avatar? Okay. And just really get to the root of like, what is bothering me so much? And maybe it's the perfect opportunity to do some shadow work as well, and maybe forgive people. Okay, because 9 of Swords is like this huge hardcore energy that, you know, it's just on pins and needles and being anxious and unable to sleep, and you need to really figure out what's going on, you know. I'll pull one more card here. The 8 of Swords. Okay, so this could be what's holding you back in your life as well. All this anxiety. This is tough. Okay, so it's time to really, you know, maybe go on a, I don't know, just maybe you need to talk to a shaman or get some Reiki or do something. Maybe go talk to somebody if they really, really hurt you. and say, what was going on with you that you provided that kind of a painful experience for me, okay? Because I feel like if something happened, you know, and you were just thrown under the bus, or somebody like walked away from you, or they dropped the ball when it came to your feelings, and, you know, you had given them your whole heart or whatever, I feel like there was something that was going on with them that you have no idea about, and their reaction really hurt you because they cut you off, or they let you down, or they broke your heart. Okay, so go and talk to them and get this all sorted out, okay? Whoever it is. It might even be very, very painful to have that conversation, but you need to close this loop of whatever it is that is constantly in the back of your mind, Libra. Okay, so the next card I'm going to pull is called the Earth card, and this is going to ask who you can depend on in the next few months. So I'm going to take these two cards here and we'll see what. So we do have the Three of Coins, okay? So this is going to be probably an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And it seems like with the Wheel of Fortune, like you guys are probably just going to meet again for the first time. Very odd. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. So I feel like this is somebody that you caught a glimpse of, like maybe you were at a concert or a great big shopping mall, or possibly even subways that were crossing each other's paths, and you saw somebody and you were so intrigued by them, but then they were gone, okay? So I feel like the universe is bringing you back together, in touch with this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If you're already in a relationship, this is going to be somebody that is just going to be a friend. But if you are single, this could be like the person that you've been waiting for, and maybe you've been thinking about them and just, wow, you know, why didn't I go talk to them? Or, you know, just maybe you just think about that, you know, and oh, they were so amazing. They were so beautiful. They just seemed like it, right? So it feels like that person is coming back into your life, and it looks like it's going to be really, really balanced. And I feel like the timing has been off for quite a bit of your life, actually. You know, maybe it just feels like you've been a step behind, or maybe it feels like you're not really at home in your own body, and maybe a little bit awkward. I feel like those things are going to just sort of fade away this year, you know, and things are going to start to make a little bit more sense. I feel like you've only been given half the script to your life. It's like you're seeing things, but maybe not hearing them. It just feels like a really disjointed experience. And there seems to be a lot of things like going to make sense this year. Like, oh, that's why that happened. That's why that person behaved that way. And, you know, I feel like you're going to be catching up to yourself, you know, and feeling a little bit more whole. And spring is going to be a huge catalyst to that, especially meeting this earth sign. And it's just going to be so weird. You could even reconnect with that person in the exact same circumstance where they passed you by before, and you were like, oh, I really want to talk to them, you know? Just, it's going to be really cool. So you can let me know if you've ever had that experience where you saw somebody and they were gone before you could go talk to them. Okay, so let's go to the fourth card. This is called Rain Shower, and this card represents possible obstacles. Okay, so I mean, it's good to know what can get in your way so you can plan ahead, right? Okay, so we do have the Chariot here. I feel like, oh, this is, sorry, I was going to say this is horrible. I feel like there's somebody coming towards you with this awful, messy, dirty energy, okay? This is the Chariot card, and this is somebody that doesn't have they don't have it together, okay? And it feels like they have not done their shadow work, and it feels like this like massive sort of energy vampire, and they just can't get close to you fast enough, okay? So this person could really be a problem, okay? And I want you to be able to recognize them. So I'll pull another card over top of that. It's really interesting. My guides just said, you know, they could really cloak what it is that they've really got underneath just with this wicked sense of humor. Okay, so we do have the Four of Wands here. So I feel like this person is always going to have that sort of party lifestyle. You know, hey, let's go for drinks. Let's go do that. Let's go dancing. They always want to be out. They don't ever want to sit and talk one-on-one. This is going to be somebody, it might also be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Very chaotic. They're very uncomfortable talking on a one-on-one basis. You need to avoid this person, okay? They might feel like they're super fun. They always want to go places, but that's because they want to avoid connections, you know? And then it also like they want to drain you in some way. I'm going to pull one card over top of this again. We do have the Six of Wands, and it could be somebody that helped you in the past with the Six of Wands, and you could feel some sort of a sense of obligation to hang out with them. I just feel like they don't have a very good intention for you at all. Again, check this out. It just feels like they're a disaster waiting to happen, and they want to take you along for the ride. And that's not going to be very much fun for you. And because this person's chaotic energy, they're not going to stick around with you for long anyway. They're just going to sort of chew you up and spit you out, and then go and draw on somebody else's energy, and then suck the life out of them, and then discard them. So, I mean, just stay away from them. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.